Alright, so we'll do a little bit of, I don't know, can't say unboxing on this, because I already unboxed it and put it on the gun and everything, but a little video, because I didn't find many when I was looking online about this. It's the Advanced Optics, ADE Advanced Optics, and this one specifically is the RD3-013 for the, and they say the Springfield XDM models. So if you got one of those and you're looking for one of those, they say it does fit this, which it does. Specifically, and found it on Amazon. It was only like $100. I was like, well, give it a shot. Spent $100 on worse, right? Designed in Oregon, but of course made in China, like everything else. Guess well, that's just the world we live in. I think cool. They got a little lion on it. Yeah, you know, and some elk. Cause I don't know. They give you a Picatinny rail, so I guess you can put this on a AR-10 and try to take down an elk with. Packaging is pretty nice. Obviously, it's empty. I already took everything out. Pretty solidly mounted in there. It does come with a bunch of stuff we'll talk about in a minute, but yeah, I mean, for $100, it could have been worse. So that's that. It comes with this little tool, which you need. One of this actually works the adjustments for your up and down, left and right, and the lock feature. Talk about that in a minute. And it's got the fat end for the battery case, which is actually on top, so you don't have to take the red dot off to get the battery out. That is a nice feature. But yeah, comes with some Allen keys and 3 mounting screws. Specifically 3 of these. I already got Loctite on them for when you go to put them in. Little O-ring. Not sure what the O-ring is for, to be honest. Maybe an extra O-ring for the battery compartment. And of course, your supplied Allen key with everything. This one specifically is for the Glock MOS plates. It says right there, which I didn't use because I don't know Glock. And this is going on an XDM. Comes with the obligatory cover. I don't actually know anybody to use. And got a little Picatinny rail attachment here. If you wanted to mount this on, like, I don't know, AR or something like that. Put it up there. Red dot sits there. I don't know why you would use a RMR style red dot on a AR platform or anything like that, but you know, can if you need to. I want to. More congratulations on purchasing. Oregon City, Oregon. This is the warranty information. Warranted against original defects and workmanship for the length of time specified by this warranty. Warranty is limited to original purchaser, is non-transferable. So I guess you'd have to prove you bought the thing in order to have the warranty if you ever needed it. FAQ and answers. This little piece right here pretty much covers just about everything you'll actually need to get this thing up and running. Torque specs. Tells you that there are 2 lock screws, which we'll show you here in a minute. About how if you're adjusting it, you gotta undo those first or you'll screw it up. Tells you each model, what it'll work with. I mean, I guess the 18 signed to fit Canic Elite, SIG 365, Hellcat, Shield 2.0, optics ready, RMR, RMSC, screw pattern footprint, does not fit Trigicon, RMR, Doctor, Vortex, or Burst type footprints. So you can flip through here and it'll tell you pretty much any important question that you would actually want and need to actually get this thing up and running. I actually found this pretty useful. So, find the one you're looking for, gives you some specs on it, when it was introduced, tells you stuff, they got stuff up and coming. Here's they got the 19 up and coming, fits a Trigicon RMR footprint. So yeah, that's that. Well, cleaning cloth lens, because you're really going to carry one of these around with you everywhere to clean your optic, especially if this is on your daily carry gun like it is for me. And then they include a little rubber plate. And you say literally shock impact recoil. And you're supposed to mount between your adapter plate or slide and the gun, or and the red dot itself. Whether it's really gonna help, I don't know. But I didn't design the thing, they did, so I guess I have to take their word for it. And here it is. This is Springfield Hellcat. Wow. Springfield XDM Elite 3.8. I just picked up in 10 mil. Make this my new daily carry. Which I need to do another video on this, but she's nice, very nice. And as you can see, it's got the advanced optics up here. I did have to order a mounting plate. I had to do that in Springfield. And I just looked through the frequently asked questions, found what I needed. It tells you what style footprint you need, and ordered it up. Apparently that's the way Springfield is doing things nowadays. You have to order your optics plates separately from the gun. They don't just throw a bunch in anymore. Why? I don't know. Got tired of spending the money. Figured they could save a couple bucks. I don't know. And got the little plate. It is unique though, because you got a couple cutouts right here, and if you had this off, you'd see there's a couple pieces. So when you buy your optics plate, you got to can't just slap anything on there. It won't work. They got the little notches, so you got to have a specific optics plate for this gun. Unlike some pistols that will directly mount a red dot straight to the slide. And yeah, it's pretty thick. It's got the base has got some fatness to it. So definitely a lot more than the Sig Romeo Zero I'm looking at over there. Which is, I mean, I don't know, good, I guess, or if you don't mind it, it's not bad. I don't know if it really adds any durability or anything to it. And if you look right there, you can see the two mounting screws I was talking about earlier. There's your battery case right up in here. Got the big fat slot. Again, it's on top, which is real nice, because you don't have to disassemble the red dot every time you want to change a battery. On-off switch right here. Hold down for on, down for off. Has 6 different levels, if I remember correctly. See if we can see this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not. Oh, I locked it, didn't I? See if I can get it to shut off. I don't know if you can pick that up on camera. Really, really hard to. There it is. Work with me here. Yeah, that doesn't want to work with me today. But on-off switch, if you hold it down for on, down for off, it does not have a shake awake feature. So you turn it on, it just stays running the entire time until you turn it off. That's good, bad. I mean, shake awake feature, if it actually worked, is nice. You know, you can just throw it down and not have to worry about it. I think in here somewhere it was giving specs for the battery life. Battery lasts up to 3,000 hours on brightest setting and 30,000 hours on the lowest setting. I don't know why you would leave this thing on the brightest setting all the time, because, you know, if it's your carry gun, you might need it during the day. Sure, super bright, but what happens if it's low light area, low light, dark? You're not going to want a super bright dot staring you in the face. I have this thing on 4 out of 6 levels. 1 is super low, it's designed for night vision, invisible to the human eye. I can kind of faintly see something, but, you know, night vision, you'll be able to pick up on all that. It is just standard red dot, reflex style. You gotta stare at the light, reflects back at you. It is a 4 MOA dot. Some people like dots that are a little smaller, a little bigger. 3, I find that a 3 MOA dot's a little more easy for me to see and use. It's not so small that you can't get a sight on it, but, you know, it's big enough to see. The 2s, I know some people got some 2 MOA dots out there. Those are a little bit small in my opinion, and then you got like the 5 and 6 MOA dot where it's just the dots like the whole screen. It's kind of ridiculous to me, but, you know, personal preference, take it or leave it. As you can see, she is very chunky. As label right there. The glass really isn't that bad. I mean, I've only had it a couple days, so I haven't really been able to beat it up. But from what I can tell, so far it's pretty good. Here's your right and left adjustment, and it does actually say right up, left down. And if you look, the middle is your adjustment, not this whole piece, just the little middle right there, which is where this thing comes into play, the little screwdriver. And then you got your up and down right there. And then you've got what they call locks. So these, don't know which one is which for windage and elevation, but, you know, you just unscrew them both, adjust it. You have to have these completely unlocked before you can move either one of these, or you'll basically strip out screws and cause damage. Imagine these set screws kind of go in and just lock everything down. It's kind of a neat feature. Something that, you know, gives you a little more peace of mind that you're probably not going to lose your zero. Mechanically, anyway. You're not going to hit something, knock it loose or something like that. I mean, if you beat this thing up enough, I'm sure you'll lose zero eventually. Durability is to be determined. Again, it is only $100. So, we'll find out. May unscrew these two right here. Do your adjustments. This thing right now is sighted in at 12 yards, I believe. 12, 15 yards, right around in there. Personally, for like an everyday carry pistol, I think that's plenty. If you go by their book, they tell you to sight it in for 25. I don't really see a need for that. If you're 25 yards away, there's a whole different ball game. Most of your uses for this will probably be a lot closer than 25 yards. Probably a lot closer than like 7 yards. So I sighted mine in at 12 to 15, which is more than enough to be on target at 25 if I need to, or obviously anything up close to that, she'll be good too. So I'm kind of excited to see how she runs. So far, so good. Not easy on it the past few days. I haven't thrown it off a building and dropped it on a concrete block because I'm not trying to do a torture test on the thing. Although it might actually be a good video. But yeah, I just mostly want to see how she runs and see if it's a good enough optic. I'm kind of thinking about swapping in this Romeo 0 I got here. Mostly because if you look, the footprint's a lot smaller. Like super small, relatively compared. Honestly, don't know if it would fit on this plate. Don't know. I mean, I'd kind of like for it to be back a little bit more. Dot for dot. But yeah, like with this, the Romeo 0 on the Canic, it'll fit directly into the slide. You don't need an optics plate for it, which is nice. That is nice about the Canics. But yeah, this one's just a little smaller. I don't like the dot turn on, turn off feature buried down in here in the Romeo 0. It's just, yeah. Battery life's a lot better on this one though. This is one that you could turn on and pretty much leave on if you left it on for 6 months straight. You're going to be more than fine. I haven't done the math on this yet to figure out on like roughly the setting 4 I have, what's a rough idea of battery life. That's another thing altogether, because if this is going to be a carry gun, do you turn it off at night? This is also a gun that stays by my nightstand, so if something goes bump in the night, this is going to be the first one I grab for. Do I really want to have to fiddle with the red dot and try to turn it on and find the button and make sure it's all good? Or do I want to just leave it on so when I grab it, it's ready? But again, for $100, what do you expect? You're not going to get all the features in the world. So, yeah, it's just my thoughts and opinions on this. It zeroed very well. I don't know how much of that was the gun and how much of it was the red dot. Let's see. Forgot, it does include this little dial here that lets you do the math on how to actually adjust it if you really want to, unless you're like pretty much most of us that just kind of go out and half a turn up, half more turn. All right, well, let's go a full turn now and then walk it in. There is the actual instruction sheet with it. Kind of labels all your features, tells you how to work it. It will be the same brightness every time you turn it off. That is nice. So you don't have to turn it on and then, oh, let me get to setting 4, click, 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 click. You can just leave it running and turn it off if you want. You turn it back on, bam, right back to like mine, setting 4. stays where it's at. So that feature's good. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it on this. We'll keep you updated, see how she runs. And try to get some more rounds through this thing. I think I'm only at about 80 rounds right now through the gun total. Only about the last 20 have been with the red dot. But, yeah, no. Just a good excuse to go shoot more, right? So yeah, for now, that's all we got, and we'll keep you updated on how she goes over the course of time, or if we have any failures, and what those failures might be. Till then, y'all have a good one.